Okay, tonight I want to talk to you guys about whether a specific religion is true. Because, let's face it, they can't be true. Now, before I really get into it, it is not my intention to offend anybody here. But I am worried. I am worried about how dogma will affect our secular values of human rights and scientific discourse. Now, I've spent the better half of the past year criticizing religion. And people who come to the defense of religion typically invoke one of two arguments. Either they argue that a particular religion is true, or they argue that religion is useful in that it makes us more moral than we otherwise would be. So let me start off by saying that there currently exists thousands of religions, most of which exist in pagan form in sub-Saharan Africa. Almost all of these religions are ancient. Almost all of them have similar laws pertaining to food, sex, women. Almost all of them have holy books, prophets, creation stories. So that right there automatically tells us that there is an underlying phenomenon going on here. If practitioners of every religion have transcendent experience, there has to be a deeper underlying phenomenon. I mean, consider the South Indian guru Satya Sai Baba, who died in 2011. For his 80th birthday party, 1 million people showed up. 1 million. In South India, this is no fringe figure. He is revered as a living God. All of the miracle stories ascribed to Jesus have been attested by Satya's followers to have been performed by Satya. He heals the sick, he brings the dead back to life, he reads minds, he levitates. He was even proposed to have been born of a virgin. We have miracle stories 10 years old surrounding a person like Satya Sai Baba, and yet he's not even allotted half an hour on television. Yet you put some miracle stories in an ancient book written decades after their supposed occurrences, as attested to by copies of ancient Greek discrepant manuscripts. And half the people on the earth find it a legitimate purpose around which to organize their lives. Less people believe global warming is real. This is embarrassing, to be honest with you. I got kind of nervous. Is religion useful? Well, Stem cell researchers don't seem to believe it is. And stem cell research could be responsible for finding cures for some of our society's most debilitating diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia, the list goes on. Catholic Church, one of my favorite groups, says, yeah, AIDS is bad, but you know what? Condoms are worse. Well, according to the fact that we have an AIDS pandemic in sub-Saharan Africa, this equates to genocidal thinking. I mean, people are dying by the millions, and churches will actually forego aid to a village unless its occupants convert. It's pretty despicable. 40% of Americans believing in a literal seventh-day creation. I don't know if it's just me.
Stop.
Okay.